Oh, so hold on, let me adjust my mic there. Alright, what is up, you beautiful people, and welcome to another Direct Strike Weekly Brawl tier list for our new week's Brawl. We're playing some Abathur today, and looks like our Brawl modifiers are Bountiful, which is double income. We got Bastion, which just doubles our HP on our structures, and one Aura, boys. I'm gonna get adaptive plating here. I think Cass tried to join us, but I joined like an open lobby. So that was a little big meme. So I'm against Nova here. Well then, against Nova. I kind of just want to do some Guardians, actually. I don't think Nova has a good answer to Abathur Air. Because Abathur Air is biological. So her Goliaths are just that. Goliaths. Without the benefits of regular Goliaths. I don't know. I'm going to go for Shadow here. Shadow also increases the attack speed of our structures here. We finished as you open it. There we go. I joined. This is actually very uncharacteristic. I usually open lobbies, but today I was just like, you know what? There's a lobby that's kind of open already, so I'm just gonna join. I'm just gonna join a random lobby here. So let's see what are my teammates here. We got a Tychus and we got a Stetman. Okay, looks good to me. There we go. There we go. I don't know. Should I just go straight for it? No, I'm gonna go for the next gas here. I'm sort of losing to Nova, but that's okay. But yeah, Kaz basically just finished, and I was just like, I should just invite him. But I was eating my breakfast at that moment, and I was just like, my hands are full. Anyway. There we go. So it looks like we're gonna have a full game next round. So this is basically just Direct Strike Plus. We got more gas, we got a little bit more juice in our tank, and we got a little bit more juice on the HP and our structures. So we're just playing Direct Strike Plus. And there's another Nova. Oh man, John Destruct. Okay. Well, I don't know if Guardian Rush is a really good idea. Actually, Guardian's got 10 minerals cheaper, so theoretically they should be better. But you know, on paper, Guardians still kind of suck. Let's see here. Can I even beat Nova? What does Nova have as her modifiers? I don't know. She's got a lot of healing, but that's just like her passive. And then it turns out she actually has blood. Then I'll be super sad. Okay, let's get some Guardians in here. I don't know, man. Abathur Guardians are kind of like they're kind of bad. I'll be honest, boys. They are kind of bad. I don't know why I'm going them, but you know, I want to shake things up a little bit. It's been a long time since I've bought Guardians. So here we go. We're getting some Guardians. The good thing about Guardians is at least I can protect them with Vipers. I don't know. Maybe. Just make sure I don't put Abduct on them. Put the Guardians a little bit further back and then put the Vipers a little bit further forward. And then no Abduct and it should be fine. That guy is tier 3. He's definitely... I think maybe the enemy Nova does have blood, huh? I'm gonna get that prolonged dispersion here, and I'm gonna go for that auto gas. Yeah, we got 2 Novas and a Rainer. Rainer's in the middle. In the middle, boys. There we go. We got that 12 range. There we go. There we go. That's some real damage now. Nova hasn't committed to building anything, which is pretty smart. You know, you really don't want to do that. Anyways, my Guardians having a bit more attack speed is quite helpful. Uh-oh. Well, but their vision range is tiny. Are they gonna kill those medics? Oh yeah, they're gonna kill those medics, boys. There we go. The little bit of attack speed really helps the Guardians out, because the Guardians really don't have much going for them. Like they just have that insane range. Oh my god, did this guy seriously get hollows? He seriously went hollow decoys, huh? Let me see if I can kill this. Oh, I can't kill him. I think he's healing too fast. Unless. Oh no, the unless didn't work out. He went hollows into Stetman. I mean, I suppose. That's a lot of Goliaths. Alright, boys, let me show you the Goliath problem demonstrated in full. And by the Goliath problem, I mean just Goliaths in general, I think. Oh man, my Guardians got beamed though. Alright. Alright, so I'm going to move my Guardians back a little bit. Because the Viper's going to be here. I think honestly I could probably switch. I could probably switch into mutas actually, because Abathur mutas are hella cheap. I don't know. Should I switch into mutas? My mind's telling me like this could be like a maybe, like a hard maybe, like a solid maybe. It's never too late. Let's see. Get the virulent microbes here. Oh, I need to make sure one of these guys gets biomassed. I didn't biomass this guy yet. Oops. I'm gonna micro abduct. I don't want my guardians losing their single advantage, which is their giga range. I think I might just have to introduce some ravagers into the mix, and we'll be fine. You seriously not gonna put that blinding cloud down? Wait, did they not put down blinding cloud? I could have sworn. Anyways, I'm wearing some gloves right now because my room is so cold and like I literally cannot press my keys because gloves are not conducive to that. Did they literally not use disabling cloud, or did they just not have enough regen on energy to use disabling cloud? Is that why? Is that what happened? I'm not sure. I think they just didn't have an energy. Okay, well. All right then. Introduce another guardian here. There we go. Boom. Did I just get like feedback? I don't know. Anyways, Vipers are coming in. Uh-oh. I just realized there's some Vikings here. I'm gonna drop a fatty men here. Alright, I think I'm gonna try and stop building as many Goliaths now though. I mean Goliaths. I need to build Goliath counters now. So here we go. Let's get some Ravagers out in the field, boys. I think with a few Ravagers we can do something about this. I'm gonna make sure my Overseer's alive, but things are stacking up pretty badly against us right now. Things are stacking up kinda not that great against us right now. But we'll see here. Earl Grey here. I didn't get any like rolls on cooldown reduction either. I got ice. Let's get potent Balducks here. There we go. Man, Super Gary actually pulled through there. That was pretty good. I'm gonna drop a mend here, so oh, never mind. Oh man, the ghosts are just gonna snipe me here. Actually, maybe the Vipers aren't that great, huh? Those Goliaths actually are just much stronger than my Guardians. They have 3 times as much health as my Guardians. This is actually a big meme. This is actually a big meme, boys. We might have to go Mutalisk after all. I'm gonna put them in the back. Because my Mutalisk are anti-armor. Oh my god. I thought the Guardians might be able to do something against the Goliaths. One of the reasons why I never build Guardians. Is that they're just almost never worth the minerals. I guess you guys can see like right here why that is. They're basically never worth their minerals. The Guardians are never worth their salt, boys. I think maybe the Mutalisk might be worth their salt a little bit more. I'm gonna get that Sundering Glaive here. And then I'll see what we do with those Ravagers. I mean, the Ghosts and the Snipes are gonna be a little bit pretty tough. Because my mutas are anti-armor, I think they'll start making a bit of a difference. But I might get like a little flock in the back, and then that might be it. I'm getting sniped off here, and I think my Tychus ally is very annoyed that I'm not cleaning it all up. Man, why did I stop building Ravagers? Why did I ever decide to change it up? I don't know. I feel like it's like I feel like there's almost like never a really good situation for Guardians. Actually, I don't know. Maybe against Actually, I don't think Guardians beat Swan either. Swan's Goliaths are just a little too strong. They're just a little too strong. There we go. I mean, Nikara and Super Gary are just teaming up here. The ultimate team up. I might need some more. Okay, we got some Egorbs coming out here. Where's my parasitic bombs? Or, I mean, blinding clouds, sorry. Okay, so the Mutalisk, I think, just did more damage overall than the Guardians, which is kind of sad. I'm gonna biomass this bad boy here. There we go. So I think he's like, I don't know, man. You know, leaks happen, boys. Sometimes leaks happen. It do be what it be, boys. Here we go. I'm gonna get some more mutas here in the back. I don't know, boys. I don't know, boys. I don't know. I think my Vipers are getting feedback. Or like EMP'd. So I should probably spread them. Well, I can't really spread them out. I only have 2. Not really close to each other. Just gotta buy more. Just gotta buy more. Okay, we got a big E-Gorb coming out here. My roaches are just getting beamed. There we go. Alright. Is that gonna do it? Come on, that did it. There we go, that did it. That did it. There we go. There we go. Alright, these Guardians are just gonna be like useless cannon fodder against the Vikings. But hey, you know what? Better than nothing, boys. I also realize Abathur Air loses in the long run pretty hard to Raynor. So I'm just gonna fill in this little Mutalisk corner here. And then we're just gonna transition heavy into Ravagers. I probably need more snipe targets as well. And by more snipe targets, I mean like just more random roaches in the front to get sniped here. Banelings, Banelings, Banelings! But the Bastion, the double HP on the structures is really gonna throw a wrench into that one. There we go. Let's go for that 4th gas here. Alright, there we go. I'm getting sniped over here. But, there we go. The Ravagers are coming together now. I'm pretty sure it's mostly the Ravagers and the Mutalisk, I'll be honest. The Guardians are just laughably pathetic, I'll be honest. And there go my Mutalisk. Like, I got one good mend off, and they're done. But I don't know, the Guardians give some fire support, but I'm literally never buying a Guardian again in my life. See, one of the reasons why I never bought Guardians is because they kind of suck. And today I wanted to, I guess, test that again. I was like, do they actually suck? And the confirmation is, yes. They still suck, boys. I don't know, like, they don't have like a real steroid, they just have like just long range, and then like their attack speed's pretty slow to begin with, so it's like, ugh. I think it's like when I stopped buying them and started buying something else, that's when I started winning. I thought they could beat Goliaths, but I guess Nova Goliaths just have way too much health. Like, their health pool is just too big. It's 3 times as big as the Guardians. And so like they're just out there laughing at the Guardians. They're like, you really live like this? You really be out here living like this? There we go. The Mutalisk, I think, are... I don't know. They're doing something, but I don't think it's enough, whatever that something is. We barely killed off those Guardians. I mean, not Guardians, the Goliaths. We're getting Yamato'd here by Typhus. Really? Okay. I'm gonna put down... Actually, you know what I need? I need a Brutalisk. I need a few Brutalisks to absorb snipes at the front. That's what I really need. And this is the week to buy Brutalisk because of Bountiful. Like, you just got so much money being thrown at you, there's literally no reason not to get a Brutalisk. So I'm gonna go for it here. I'm gonna save up starting from this wave. This Stepman wave is just gonna barrel through everything. I like it. I like it. Boom, boom. He's got one little Raven here. The Raven's gonna get shot down, which is great from my Mutalisk. And if anything, I just gotta deal with Raynor's wave, which I think a bunch of Ravagers will be a good answer for. There we go. I just got sniped. There we go. My Overseer is dead. The classic. Does Raynor have fire or something? Is that why he's going battle cruisers? What does he have? Does he have like health regen? I don't even know. Anyways, we're picking off all those medics, so he's got no more medics to support his front line. So it's gonna make Tychus' job a little easier. There we go. Meanwhile, Tychus is just panicking at the beginning. Man, calm down, boys. Some of y'all panic too hard. Like, you know, slow and steady, boys. Sometimes, you know, the worst situation to panic in is the situation where things are dire. And then you add a little bit of panic in there, bam. It's over, boys. You're definitely toast after that one. So I'm gonna add another Ravager here. Stepman's Wave is just cleaning up. Like, see, the thing is with Goliaths is, while they're very good against flyers, I guess, they're like just average against ground units. I don't know, they're average. They're not like ridiculously broken. There we go. You guys can go and snipe that. I think, no, actually all the ghosts are dead. All the ghosts have died, and there we go. I'm just gonna ravage this Rainer front line here. There's a freaking Hyperion out here though. I don't think I can really deal with Hyperion. Like, Devourers just lose hard to Vikings because they clump, and the Vikings will just chew me up. So I'm just gonna keep getting more Ravagers, and using the power of Ravagers, I will smash through Rainer's wave. Either that happens, or I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen if it doesn't happen. We'll see. Single Brutalisk here should just be good enough for now. I can probably buy like a full front line of Brutalisk if I really need to. Stepman's Wave is really good against Nova's Wave. The Nova that I was facing, I think. Because the Nova that I was facing bought a bunch of Ghosts to snipe my Abathur units. But lo and behold, there's a mechanical guy. There's a mechanical teammate, boys. Oh, man. He's purely mechanized. There we go. Boom, boom, boom. I'm going to drop a Mend here so we can kind of get like a little bit of work done here. Come on, Ravagers. Oh, you guys can beat back those guys, right? Oh, no, the medics are keeping the Banshees alive. How annoying, boys. How annoying. I'm just not going to deal with the Vikings. Like, the Vikings are too potent for me to deal with when they're flying. And they're literally useless when they land. So why would I deal with them? Maybe I could get some queens, actually. I don't know. Get a few queens here. Like, let them chill out at the front. I don't know, boys. I got a lot of tanks here, though. We got some lurkers here. Focus Strike algorithm gonna come out. Nova Hellbats are not as great compared to, like, not as great against Stepman Zerglings compared to other Hellbats of the usual variety. Oh my god, there's something invisible here. I gotta stop scanning, boys. I have an Overseer. I'm getting a little impatient, you know. I'm just like, I want to see it. Where is it? Anyways, you can see all this AoE coming down here. Rainer's front line has disappeared. So has mine. You know what I need? Probably like 10 Brutalisk. So I'm going to do exactly that. I'm going to buy 10 Brutalisk. Now the Vikings are grounded. Like, Vikings are barely going to be worth like half a second's worth of thought here for Tychus. And Nikara just got gunned down. Man, what is she doing out there at the front, boys? We got a bunch of Boswells here. They'll be able to break these tank lines a little bit better than like what I got going on for me. There we go. We're gonna have. There we go. Rainer just broke that. I mean, Tychus just broke that entire battlecruiser wave. Surprised there's no Vegas against those battlecruisers. Although I guess I don't know. Maybe Vega's not great into everything else. But Stepman is just pushing up here. That's a good sign. And Nova's giant investment in Goliaths. There we go. It's just gonna get rained down upon. Rain on them, boys. I'm gonna drop a fatty Mend here, so that my little baby Midoflock in the back just got killed. Well, that's okay. They're here to be foddered off here. My Ravagers actually are not making it too far, huh? They actually are not making it too far at all. Like the Battlecruiser Swarm it's real, boys. Like, because Battlecruisers do a lot more damage when Hyperion's around. Like Hyperion increases everything's damage by +2, and Battlecruisers attack so fast. So, unironically, Battlecruisers might actually be okay against Tychus if there's no Vega. Alright, now that I got 2 more Brutalisk out here, do I stack? How do I stack this guy? It's like right here, right? And then like right here. Okay, so like right there, boys. Boom, boom. Is that good? I think that's good. All right, I'm gonna get some more. Maybe I can get some queens. I don't know. I'm just gonna biomass some more Ravagers. Maybe I can get some Swarm Hosts actually. I don't know. Swarm Hosts strike me as not the correct choice here, though. I don't know. Yeah, no, because I think the Battlecruisers can pick off the Swarm Host pretty quickly, pretty easily. But I do want to generate some more value for my team. Like, I'm currently not generating enough value. Like we're stuck here. It's a little bit of a stalemate. So maybe I do need some swarm hosts. I'll just put them in the gaps. Could have biomassed the swarm host, I'll be honest. Anyways. There we go. I don't know, I'll put like a few swarm hosts down. By a few, I mean I'll probably have to fill in a few more before they actually start being useful. Right now they're a little bit not that great. Focus strike algorithm, gonna kill all those hellbats essentially all at once. Gonna be pretty good here. Super Gary is gonna go down, and there goes the detection. Focus strike algorithm though, still gonna do a number against these Goliaths here. I'm gonna evolve my ground armor here. I'm gonna drop a fat mend here. There we go. Well, I probably should have dropped the fat mend a little bit later, huh? Yeah, I simply cannot push through these battle cruisers, man. I mean, I could go for some Devourers against them. But the Viking fire support, like I don't want to fly. I don't want to fly in this space. This is what I'm trying to say here. But my only other option is buying a ton of queens or something like that. I don't know. Here we go. I'm gonna get some swarm hosts here. I think I still have. I think there's swarm hosts on the battlefield right now, right? Or did they just die? They might have just died. I don't know. They might have just died. I need to look carefully here. Oh, we got some liberators coming out here. You know what? I might have to invest in some Devourers. Just I don't know to deal with those battle cruisers. Like I just can't push past them. Even if I know the Devourers are straight up just gonna get gunned down and die, and we're just gonna have to send them out there, boys. Oh my God, the Yamatos. The Yamatos, man. The Yamatos. Yeah, my swarm hosts are doing nothing, boys. They just got gunned down. They got mowed down by those battle cruisers. But Tychus is chewing through these battle cruisers. He's not killing them all, though. I mean, I guess now he is. You know what? This one single swarm host survived, boys. I don't know. I guess that's worth celebrating. I'm like, should I get some queens? But then I'm like, queens don't really do any damage to flying things. Stetman's getting awfully close to the base, which is really good for us because Stetman likes to explode on things. So as long as we're close enough to the base to hit it, eventually we'll chip it down. And it looks like we're chipping it down right now. There we go. There we go. Those lurkers are getting to it. Oh man. I don't have a mend. What do I do here, boys? You know what I need? I need more Vipers as well. Here, I'll put down another Viper here. I'll put a Viper over here. And then I'll put a Viper over here. I need some more Vipers here. We got pretty close here, but like my entire wave is just getting smashed to bits. Yeah, Swarm Host was not the call. I don't know. I don't have enough of them. I could buy more. I don't think that's the correct choice though. Tychus is going to be a DPS god right now. Oh man, but he got smashed to pieces there. I'm going to get some more Ravagers up here. More Ravagers, more power, boys. More Ravagers, more power. This is some Corrosive Spray. I guess I could get Tunneling Claws so that maybe my Roaches don't get sniped and my Brutalists get sniped instead. I'll have to see about that. BCLs here. Just barely scratching the paint, honestly. There we go. Brutalist getting sniped here. I'm gonna drop a fatty mend here. Now my front line is crashing down here. Holy. Those siege tanks in the back are really like messing me up here. Yeah, I can't really barrel through those siege tanks. Like I can't get to them. Maybe I gotta abduct them, boys. Maybe I gotta abduct. I'm gonna have to turn abduct on. We're gonna have to abduct them, boys. That's the only way I can get close to them. I don't know. I think right now it's the siege tanks that are causing me problems. I'll be honest. Because Rain or Air, I don't know, I can just sort of try and push past it, you know? Like just brute force, walk right underneath it. Which is what I've been trying to do for like these past like, you know, 50 years. I'm gonna see if I can just brute force my way through here. Let's see. Oh, the Hellbat Rangers are getting pushed in. Oh my god, you know what? Why did I ever think Abduct was good to be turning back on? I don't care if there's like 10,000 siege tanks. We're not turning that stuff on again. Alright, we're done. We're done. We're done with Abduct. Oh god. Oh, I killed all the ground units. It's the damn battle cruisers. Should I just buy a bunch of queens? I don't know, boys. I don't know what I'm supposed to do against Rain or Air. It's like it's a catch-22. Do I just go a bunch of Mutalisk? Do I just add more Mutalisk to the mix? My mind's telling me maybe. But also Mutalisk just they just get slaughtered by the Viking clump. Like the Viking clump is big enough that like the Mutalisk should just get beamed in like 1 or 2 volleys. So I don't know if it's really worth it. I'm gonna put that over there. Yeah, I'm just gonna believe in my boy, the Ravager. The Ravager has never failed me. Maybe I just don't have enough of them, you know? Maybe that's the secret. I just need more. There we go. The Vipers are just beaning the rest of that wave there, so that's pretty good. If I can at least turn Rainer's front line into dust, I'll be happy with that. I don't know. I'll be happy with that, boys. If I can just push through and turn it. Maybe let's get another Brutalisk. I do have 3. We could probably go for 3 more, you know. Brutalists are just literally a really big Hellbat. Not a very good one at that either. I'm gonna put it right here. There we go. Put that bad boy down here. Monstrosity. Unfortunately, not a very strong one. I want to put these guys a little bit further back because I think like they're just getting gunned down by this. Oh wait, Stetman. Stetman did it, boys. Stetman did it, boys. There we go. We just have to be close enough that Stetman like was able to dink the base a few times. I'm actually kind of curious. Like this Guardian here has been around for a long time. It's got 43 kills. How about the Mutalisk? Okay. What about these guys? 48. All right. So this just goes to show that let's see, the average Ravager here has like, I don't know, like 10 kills. Okay, I guess there's like less Guardians. Okay, they all have like 20 something. You know what? I don't know. Let me look at the damage output here. 202 damage taken. 202k, I should say. Least damage dealt. Not really too surprised by that. Abathur's damage output is a little bit Lamau. Oh, that was Stetman who was being a little angry. Lamau. Man. Anyways, let's move on to the tier list. Alright, and we are back. Let's get right to it, boys. Game plan, we're going to talk about the ores, overall strategy, and, of course, commander rankings. If you guys have made it this far and you guys are not yet subbed, or you haven't left a like yet, be sure to do both of those things. And let's go. So, you know, quick refresher. Bountiful, Bastion, Aura. Those are our auras for this week. Bountiful gives double gas, double minerals, sorry. And we have structures with double HP, and then we have a powerful buff for your units. So I think honestly this week you just want to the strategy I think is just you want to auto gas and just go super greedy and then like, you know, profit from it, question mark. But I don't know, like I think the most important idea is just to play for the late game. Because structures having double HP, it's going to be very hard to rush it down, and you're going to have a lot of money to work with. So if you buy a lot of cheap fodder units and your opponent has like 1 giga unit that does like huge amounts of AoE, then you're going to be very sad. So yeah, right. So here's how I think everybody stacks up. So I think in the S tier we got Stukov. Stukov because you can get Alex, who's very good, but you can also start buying like APOC after APOC after APOC back to back to back, and that's a pretty potent combination here. You also start off really nicely because you know, bunkers are pretty solid unit, tanks are pretty solid unit, so ground Stukov is gonna be pretty strong. Air, you're gonna be a little bit weaker on the weaker side, but I'm pretty sure you can just amend that by just trying to drive past your opponents. And 975 minerals really isn't that much. in this week's Brawl if you have 4 gas and you're just going ham on it. Next, we have Manx. Manx, all his rail guards cost $5 million, but guess what? You have $5 million. So that means you can see some absurd stuff this week, like August grads. Many of them. And so, yeah, if you don't go August grad, you can also have lots of like rail guards on the regular, like other guys. And that's just going to be very, very potent. So I think Manx is overall going to be an S tier, just in basically every matchup. And Aura is also very good on his units. So that's also what makes Stukov really good too. I think for Tychus this week, he's also S tier because if you know what you're doing on Tychus and you have twice as much resources, it's going to be a very good time for you. That's all I got to say. In A tier, these commanders are also very potent due to the fact that they also have access to some very powerful capital units. I think I might be overvaluing the capital units here a little bit, but they are quite potent. For example, Alarak, if you can survive to Tal'Darim Mothership number 1 or 2 or 3 or 4, actually probably 1 or 2, the game is essentially yours. The motherships are really tough to deal with. I mean, they're decently tough to deal with due to how much health they have. If you pick up like an Earth Aura or like even a Blood Aura, that could be very, very potent as well. That being said, of course, you can always go for your regular Ground Crusher, slap people around Alarak, and you could just have a lot more Wrathwalkers, and that's still very potent too. But so like there's the meme comp, and then there's the probably better comp, but the probably better comp is already really strong too. So there's that. Dahaka, I think, is really potent too because he's got access to Creeper Hosts, and Creeper Hosts are basically better siege tanks, I would say. They're like the marriage of Swarm Host and a siege tank together. Just really good. And Dahaka himself also has access to some very chonky frontliners if he really needs them. Tyrannosaurs. He can also eat most other commanders' chonky boys. So even though like they may have a big boy, you can just take one like -1 from them, so they have to get 2 before their first one really does anything. So the Hakas, I think, is pretty good in that respect. Han and Horner, I think, has very high potential with this week's auras once again, because Aura, like, I don't know, Fire Reapers, I don't know, probably not Fire Reapers. You probably want to do something spicy where you can transition into Sovereign BCs. You could also probably just rush a Sovereign BC, although that's not very advisable. But in the late game, you can also do something crazy where you just sell off and just buy a bunch of Sovereign BCs and like laugh. So like, you know, potential is endless here. So I think because these guys have access to some very powerful capital units, I think that will make them pretty strong. But like, by all means, they're not going to be like, you know, complete domination, but they'll dominate a lot more matchups than they would regularly. So in the B tier, we have some decent commanders, I would say. I think Nova will be pretty good overall because the extra minerals really helps her out, especially when she has to get some of those pricier units such as Hollow Decoys or Liberators. But overall, I think Nova is just going to do a decent job. You can just like spam more DFG. I think DFG Nova would be pretty consistent. It's like the most consistent Nova build, I think. It's the most generalist. Obviously, you'll have to specialize into some other things, but yeah. And then I think Abathur's big boys are kind of useless, but if you get cooldown, you can just spam Ravagers. You know, as I did there. I mean, I tried Guardians, but then I switched to Ravagers because Lamau Guardians. But yeah, so I don't know. Abathur's he's not like super OP. I think he'll struggle a little bit with some of the big boys. Like, for example, I think Apox will give him a hard time. I think Alexander might give him a hard time, especially because Stukov Air just beans everything Abathur has in the sky. Manx also does that to Abathur. So you're looking at like maybe being able to beat Alarak with some Mutalisk, but I think if Alarak goes raw motherships, it's like basically over. So yeah, a little bit tough here, but Abathur still got he's got a lot of tricks up his sleeve with the Vipers and stuff. So I believe in that power aspect that he's got for us. And then next we got Raynor. You could go for a Hyperion Rush. You'll power spike in the mid game, but in the late game you'll sort of just get rolled over by everybody else, unless like, I don't know, you just have so many Vikings. But then again, Vikings are not worth anything on the ground, so there's that. So yeah, I don't know. Raynor, if you get the early Hyperion, you can power spike, end the game before 15 minutes. Maybe that'll work out for you. But after that, you're gonna be in a bit of trouble, I think. Zagar, I think I want to put her higher, but I think B is probably the best because like her start's a little slow. But if the game carries on, like eventually, I think she'll just destroy everyone except for Han and Horner. I think like she'll just run over everybody except for Hunter Horner. Because Hunter Horner got that Deimos Viking tech. And yeah, Stepman, I think you could just go ham on Banelings this week and just blow stuff up. I don't see any other strategy besides like the core stack breaker. Maybe you can, you know, spice it up, add a few more lurkers in there because now they're slightly more affordable. But yeah, in the C tier we have basically every single Protoss commander who's not Alarak. And that's because, so for Phoenix, you can get your heroes faster, but then everybody's gonna have a big boy, so you're gonna kind of get beamed because your heroes are strong because obviously they got that specialty, they're heroes. But then they get outnumbered because you can only build one of them, and your opponents can build several of their bigger boys. So that's gonna be a little bit tough, a little bit tough. Although if you can spam carriers, it would be okay. But I think Alarak will bean you, Han and Horner will bean you. I think the Haka might struggle a little bit until he gets creepers, but like literally everybody in S tier just gonna like wipe you. So it's gonna be a little tough. So I don't know. I don't know if Phoenix really has a good exit strategy this week. Artanis, you could potentially go for Mass Tempest if like it comes down to that, but probably just like a Crusher Ground build could be more solid. But then again, once again, no capital unit, no like proper capital units. I guess I might be overvaluing capital units, but like if they're available, like readily available in large numbers, the game will be like, can you either kill them effectively or build more of them effectively? Tempest, I think, can do that for most matchups. I think Tempest will actually beat Motherships. They will lose to Creepers. I don't actually know how they match up against Sovereign BCs. I think they might go toe-to-toe with Sovereign BCs. They might actually beat them. And Apox will just run you over on the ground. So yeah, I don't know. I'm sort of just comparing them to the S and A tier commanders. Vorzen's also in C because I don't know what Vorzen might be in the D tier, I'll be honest. She's got her black hole, but that's about it. She doesn't really have anything this week. I mean, I guess you could just have a lot of Void Rays, but like that really loses hard to any amount of AoE in the sky, which some of the commanders up here have. So yeah, Karax is also in C because, I mean, Karax, if you can get away with carriers and your opponent doesn't have Earth and you picked up Fire, then like that's like the ideal situation, like the ideal high roll. But if you don't high roll that, then like on average, it's going to be a little bit of a struggle because Karax runs into the, I need to build air units problem, and my air units do 3 damage to enemy air units that have at least 5 armor or higher. So that's the one issue. And if your opponents have Earth or Ice or any form of +1 armor even, like that's huge against you. That's also the thing with Phoenix too, like it's huge. Like you just get beamed by that extra stuff. So yeah, Swan is in the D tier. Why? Because Swan tanks got that, they do got that damage, but they're so fragile. They got that slow siege. I think I just need to work on my positioning on Swan, I'll be honest. But he doesn't really have like a real capital unit, and he kind of doesn't deal too well. Actually, he deals okay with some of the capital units. But I'm just thinking about like Swan into Minsk. You kind of just get rolled over. Swan into Tychus. That actually is a matchup you can win. Swan into Stukov, I think is winnable. But Alexander's is a big problem. Swan into Alarak is like oof, I think, and Swan into the Hawk is also big oof. I think Swan into Han and Horner might be slightly, barely better, but yeah. So I don't know. I don't like Swan could get to that late game this week, but his composition is just too fragile, I would say. Like he doesn't have like a cheap tank that doesn't get vulnerable to splash. I don't know. Yeah. Anyways, D tier next is Kerrigan. Kerrigan's single strategy this week is, I mean, Kerrigan's single strategy every week is just build a lot of one unit, and hope it goes well, basically. Like, essentially. Because she has no capital unit, it's going to be a little bit of a struggle, especially if you're up against a flying capital ship that can take on Mutalisk. It's going to be a little bad. Although Mutalisk, I think, theoretically, can beat some stacked up capital ships. The capital ships are super tanky and they have lots of health. It's going to take a long time to take them out. And Mutalisk are very vulnerable to AoE, and so if the enemy commander has any AoE, just say goodbye to those Mutalisk. And then your Hydralisk have the Goliath problem, which is they prioritize the closest ground unit over the closest air unit because, you know, ground units are more likely to hit them. And yeah, I don't know. Kerrigan's just gonna be a little bit of a struggle this week. You might just have to buy a bunch of ultras and like go for a vroom vroom drive by. But yeah, that's basically it. Let me know what you guys think about the assessments. And yeah, until next time, I will see you guys later.
The tires! Let's light some fires!
Need a light.
They picked the wrong fight.